Michel's keynote has honestly been the most valuable keynote that I've ever seen. Everybody actually should be listening to his keynote, whether it's online or whether it's attending one of his keynotes.
Michel Falcon is an entrepreneur, international keynote speaker, and author of The People First Culture.
You are about to ask this new team member to give themselves to your guests, to be efficient, create memorable experiences. Shame on us if we don't do it to them first. Strip away all the corporate jargon. At the end of the day, the only way to build a business is by delivering an experience that your customers have never seen before, and to your employees as well too. And that's how you're gonna motivate them as leaders to be able to align behind the mission of the company. We have to tell our team members as well too, look, we're not gonna give you everything on a platter. You need to own your development as well too. You need to be reading blogs, listening to podcasts, meeting people on LinkedIn. But I'm gonna pave the path for you, and then you're gonna take the reins and go for it. If you deliver an experience your customers have never seen before, guess who becomes the leader? And they're always gonna be following you. Strip everything away, the industry and the size of the company. What the commonality is we're managing one thing: human behavior. The expectations of our employees and our customers must be managed to build a people-first culture.
Michel's talk really got me thinking about how we can take a more active approach in my organization to figure out what we need to do with our people early on so that we get the results long term. Obviously, investing in your people to build that culture is number one thing that we need to do, and that every forward-thinking organization should be looking at.
At the end of the day, you're gonna be asking your team members to care about a stranger. That's what you're motivating them to do. Care about a stranger. I need to create an experience for you guys that you've never seen before, because now I've earned the permission to ask you to do that for our guests. I have about 100 companies that have ripped off the $20 question, and I'm fine with that because it works. This is an experience they've never seen before. They're gonna go home and talk to their spouses, their children, and be like, I might work for the best company I've ever worked for in my life. The challenge and the threat of being really good is resting on your laurels. Because if you're good today, you very well could be irrelevant in 12 to 24 months. And I know that really well because I'm in the hospitality industry. Tell me something more competitive than hospitality. Your industry, you may have some people that work with you just for summer employment for 3 or 4 months or so. You should still give them the same attention as you would somebody that's going to stay with you for 4 years. Because that's what admired companies are willing to do.
Why we really wanted Michel at our event is actually a combination of a few things. Focus on the customers, on the employees, and profitability is also something that we want to tell to our customers. So it was a spot-on fit with the message of our event.
This isn't just a quarter-over-quarter thing. This is something that needs to be ingrained into the DNA of the company if you're going to remain relevant for decades to come. I knew that I wanted to build a rigorous interview process. I wanted people to tap out and say, I don't want to work here. This seems too hard for me. Because I'm trying to squeeze them out at the beginning. I'm trying to get them to show me how hard are they willing to work just to get the job. I'm tired of talking to people and asking, like, when they ask me, what's the ROI of learning and development? I'm like, I don't know. What's the ROI of putting your child through Kumon or getting a tutor? You want them to succeed. I'm on a crusade to bridge the gap between the relationships we have in our personal life as we do in our professional life. If it makes sense to put our children in swimming lessons and in Kumon because we care about them and we want them to be successful as individuals, why can't we take that same mentality into the people in our business? Every company on this planet is going to tell you that they deliver a great customer experience. Some companies will say that they also deliver a great employee experience. But the fact of the matter is, only a few companies actually do both exceptionally. If you're interested in doing both well, year over year, decade over decade, I highly recommend implementing the people-first culture and thriving together.